Hi everybody, and thanks for tuning in. I am coming to you from Hugo Peak after a beautiful hike. It's kind of in the foothills of Mount Rainier in Washington. It also happens to be the very deep Pisces new moon today, so it seemed like the perfect time for a video update. Today I've got this month I got a couple things on my mind. One is that we are just starting the new age of Aquarius, and for those that don't know what that means, I'm just going to touch base on that because it's going to lead into the main thing I want to talk about. So Pluto, if you don't do astrology at all, is a very little planet way far out there, and Pluto moves really slow. Pluto is also a planet of transformation, and Pluto tends to shine light on the dark underworld that we don't usually give notice to, and for the purpose of bringing about transformation. So Pluto is transiting into Aquarius, and it's been in Aquarius for a little bit here and there over the last years, this year, and it's going to dip back into Capricorn for just a little bit between September and November, and then the beginning of November it enters Aquarius for the last time, and it'll stay in Aquarius until I think 2043. Okay, could be mistaken, but I believe that's the year. So Pluto transits very slow. It's been in Capricorn for a very long time, and whenever Pluto enters a sign, there's transformation in whatever part of our culture that sign represents. Capricorn represents the structures of our society and the banking systems, and so think back to 2008, that was a Pluto and Capricorn event. So now we're entering into Pluto and Aquarius, and Aquarius represents technology. Aquarius also represents the greater good, so binding together, rising up for the benefit of the greater good, and thinking outside of the box and doing things differently, and technology. And so as we enter into this new age of Aquarius, and technology is so much a part of our lives, and obviously going to become even more a part of our lives, we also need to keep in mind the other aspect of Aquarius, which is the greater good and thinking outside of the box. And we need to make sure that we're doing what we can to ensure that technological development is in our greatest good, because so many times it's not. And lead into the next topic. One of the ways that is not in our greatest good is that all this technology, it keeps us hyper connected to the outside world. We never have to be alone, right? We have the entire world literally at our fingertips all the time. And this hyperconnectivity is pretty detrimental because it means that we never ever take the chance to just be with ourselves. Some of us do, but in general, most people don't take that opportunity to just sit with themselves. When they have a break from their daily life, they tune into the internet to see what everybody else is doing. So there's never, ever just downtime to sit with themselves. And I've had a couple of people cross my path with stories or situations that really highlighted this, and I wanted to share them with you. So one is a woman that I did some training with when I was in Sedona last month, and she's a medic and she's a therapist, right? And she goes overseas into battle zones, and she works with soldiers on the field to help them process the trauma as it's happening. She's a beautiful soul. And one of the things that struck her, we were talking about technology, is that last time she was on deployment, it was, I believe, 2020, she noticed that the highest incidence of suicidal tendencies was when the Wi-Fi was out. Now these soldiers, most of them are younger, early 20s, and they've been hyper connected their entire life. And when the Wi-Fi and the electricity and everything went down, and they were left with nowhere to turn and were forced to sit with themselves, they didn't know how to do it. and they didn't know how to process, and it was too much. So again, we're losing the ability to just sit with ourselves and understand ourselves and what's going on inside. Another situation that came across my path lately is a woman who is opened up an EES energy enhancement system in Ponderay, Idaho. And in this energy enhancement room, which is using technology for the benefit of mankind, it's actually using technology to make you healthier. It's wonderful. You should look into it if you don't know about it. So she opened up this EES system, and every session in her energy enhancement room is 2 hours. That's just the average session. No phones, no talking, just quiet for 2 hours. And what she's finding is that not everybody can do that. Right? That's prohibitive to a lot of people. The idea of sitting quiet for 2 hours with nothing to distract themselves, so they're forced to actually sit with themselves, is scary or prohibitive or uncomfortable, or they just don't know how to do it. And both of these situations really have brought light to me how important it is that as we're moving forward in this age of technology, that we never lose sight of ourselves. And we never lose the ability to sit with ourselves. And we already have, right? There is already a large part of our population that's lost the ability to be alone. And so we need to get that back, and we need to make sure that future generations moving forward understand the importance of that. And so it starts with you, my friend, right? It's just one person at a time. And so try it, right? Try disconnecting. And when you have a break from your busy life, instead of picking up your phone or your iPad or turning on the TV or switch on the computer or whatever you're going to do to hyper-connect to the outside world because it's your downtime, take that opportunity to not, and to just actually sit with yourself and close your eyes, right? Actually be inside of yourself and saying hello, because inside of you there's a whole universe going on, and it's always there, and it's always working, and it's always forgotten. And you actually reside deep inside of you, and you never take the time to touch base with you. So just, try, right? Don't turn to the internet. Take 5 minutes, just 5 minutes a day, to close your eyes and go inside and see what's in there. It's a wonderful journey. And the more you do it, the more you're just going to fall in love with it. And what you're really going to discover is that there's really a lot of joy and love and peace and wholeness. It's in you. You don't have to reach out into the outside world to find it. You already have it. So enjoy your journey. Tune in, tune out, and tune in. And just enjoy where that takes you. And thanks for tuning in to me today. I appreciate you, and I love you, and I am so grateful that we're sharing our paths together. It makes me happy every day. Every day I'm just filled with joy that you're here. So thank you so much. Always welcome comments. If there's anything I can do to help you, please reach out. I would really love to. And I'm going to continue hiking because it's going to start raining soon. I am in Olympia after all. And I will see you in April. Take care, my friend.